was like, wait, yay, okay, this is perfect. And I appreciate you and I value this energy. And yeah, thank you for meeting beforehand. So I feel at ease and all the things.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Karen.
Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Joy. Hi, Nicolette. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, I'm not sure. And Steve, Brianna.
Joy. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So glad Joy could make it.
Yay.
Love it. And Jennifer and Nicolette. There's a few new families on here. Hello, everyone. If you want to type in the chat, say hi, tell us who you are, how you found out about.
Yeah, we love to see your faces.
Yeah, we love to see people's faces too.
We should almost do the video in the begin, a picture in the beginning this time, because some people have to leave early once in a while. We should start doing the beginning. Okay,
awesome.
I like that idea today. We've never done that, Erica. We're changing it up for you.
I'm in.
Hi, Nicolette.
I'm gonna wait one more minute just for anybody else who's adding in, because there's a few people that are still.
Okay.
But I love it. Hi, Sri and Brianna and Jennifer. Love it. Well, happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having a great week. Happy May. Can't believe it's already May.
Oh, I'm happy to see you, Carlos. Hi.
Oh, hi, Carlos. I hope you're doing well and Katrina are doing well.
Yeah, big hugs to Katrina too.
All right. Well, should we do the picture? Let's do the picture.
Yeah, you can turn on your screen so we can see your beautiful faces.
We'd love to see your beautiful faces and smiles. Yay, we're able to.
We're changing it up. We usually do it at the end, but
She's on, Joy's like, I'm on the wrong computer to turn on the camera today.
hi, Brianna.
Yay, hi, everybody.
Brianna.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we'll take a picture. Ready? 3, 2, 1, cheese. Love it.
Yay.
Okay, awesome. Well, I will go ahead and get started and do a quick little intro. So, just a few Zoom rules for those of you who are new or are joining for the first time or just need a refresher. A few Zoom rules. Please mute yourself when you're not speaking. We recommend speaker view for presentation. Video sharing is optional, though of course we love to see all your smiling faces. And please feel free to type any questions or comments into the chat. This is going to be a really interactive lunch and learn. We love seeing people's comments in the chat. I'll be monitoring that, and at the end, we'll also have a Q&A where you can unmute yourself and ask any questions to the speaker. You can raise your virtual hand or also type it in the chat and I can read it for you as well. So please feel free to be as interactive as you like. This is our chance to connect every single week and we love to hear from you. A quick update from Autism Tree. Since January 1st of this year, we already have 245 new families who have come into the fold and filled out our intake form on our website online. So welcome to all of our new families. If there's any of you who are joining, we're so happy for you to be a part of our Autism Tree family. That is a new record for us for the first 5 months of the year. We did 556 intakes in all of last year, and we're already over half of that, or about halfway, just 5 months into the year. So we are grateful for every single family that comes through, and are grateful for everybody who helps us do all that we do to help serve our families. So we offer 19 programs, and 13 are in person, 3 are hybrid, and 3 are virtual. So even if you live outside of San Diego County, we have 6 programs that you're still able to participate in. We'd love to get you involved. You can learn all about them on our website. For the month of May, we have 22 events coming up on our social media that are already on our calendar. and on our social media. You can always check back to our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram for new events that are happening. We update our events every single month and every week. Events that are happening this week, we have 6 events, which is a lot. So a virtual parent happy hour for new parents and returning parents. They're welcome to come and connect for a quick happy hour, just an hour of meeting other parents and getting to know each other and making those connections. Our Lego play group is happening on May 6th as well, but that will be in person in San Diego County at a local library. Our virtual book club is also happening, which I'm so excited for. If you haven't experienced it, definitely please come. It is really special. Danielle Levy is our program director, and Otto Lana is one of our teens who has autism and is just, he's the reigning king of inclusion, and he's incredible. He's also co-hosted it with Danielle, and Otto and Danielle were able to connect with a best-selling author. This is actually the 3rd best-selling author that we've had at our book club, which is incredible. So Angie Kim is going to be our virtual book club. She's coming to the book club and will answer any questions about the book Miracle Creek that we're reading together. So that's this Saturday, May 6th at 11 a.m. On Zoom, so anybody can join. We have our adaptive dance class, which happens every single week. Ages 5 through 10 this Saturday at noon at Tap Fever Studios in Pacific Beach. We have our USD baseball home game. It's our last home game of the season. So it'd be a great opportunity if you haven't come to a home game yet. They're going to have bouncy houses at the end of the game, which is super fun. So all of our families are welcome. If you come after halftime, you don't even have to pay for a ticket. And you can just enjoy being on the field after the game with our players. And also our food farming and nutrition workshop, which is happening on May 6th as well, which is happening at Wild Willow Farm in South Bay. We take our families out to the farm and they get to experience, you know, goats and chickens and harvesting fresh produce and touring the farm and doing fun farm activities. So we still have a lot of spaces open for that. You can RSVP online if you would like to take your family to the farm. And also online, we have 515 videos on our YouTube as of today. So subscribe if you haven't. We post these lunch and learns every single week. We have 114 lunch and learns uploaded to our YouTube so far that are recorded. You can go back and watch any of them at any time. And today is our 115th lunch and learn. So thanks all for joining. We are so excited to welcome our special guest, Erika Trujillo, who's joining us from the Red Rock Casino Resort and Spa in Las Vegas. And I'll go ahead and pass it off to Dana, who's our co-founder, executive director, who will introduce Erika.
Thank you, Rebecca. I so appreciate being here with all of you today. And I just I wanted to take a moment to actually introduce myself to some of you that I don't know. My name's Dana Hoff, and 20 years ago, my husband Todd and I founded this foundation when our 3-year-old son was diagnosed with autism. I think we were really blown away at that time because he was a CEO of a hospital and I was calling on all the neurologists in Southern California. And we just kind of thought, if we took 9 months to figure this out, what, is anyone going to do? And so here we are 20 years later, and it's fully remarkable that we just came off celebrating our 20th anniversary and just thinking our whole heart lies in doing more for this generation that you guys are part of. We did so much the last 20 years, but our heart is in connecting with each of you and doing more for the community. And the way we built the foundation is a pay it forward model. So we're giving to you and we want your help to give to the next family and the next family and the next family. As Rebecca told you, it's not even sort of comprehensible how many families are coming to us. Just over the weekend, we had 7 new families. We've never even experienced that in one weekend. That means they went online, they filled out a form, they told us all about their loved one that has autism. So I just want to share with you, if I haven't met you, Autism Tree is purely heart, one heart connecting to another heart and another and another. So you have my heart today. As Rebecca said, you know, these lunch and learns are just extraordinarily special. And I want to give a shout out to Jeff Snyder, who's on here and has been pretty much building this resource and this community online every week with us, as well as Karen Wright. I feel like we've been a team since before the school closed and when the pandemic was just called the coronavirus. So, you know, it's really, to me, it's really magical that each week we really don't know what the speaker is going to actually talk about and bring forward. But I can assure you that each and every time, Rebecca and I and everyone that is here feels blessed, and we continue to connect and we continue to grow. I think that's one thing that I've been kind of realizing within myself is that when we judge, there's just no growth. And I know, you know, when you can experience other people judging you sometimes when you have a loved one that you're caring for. I know I experienced it so much when Garrett was young. I almost can't even absorb it. It just was like a daily thing back then. But I think now, 20 years later and coming through it, I feel that if we can, you know, find a way to have understanding, to breathe and get understanding, then the growth is sort of like exponential. It's sort of like anything is possible. And that's the space I'm trying with our team and with you today to live in. And the person who, you know, honestly helps me every day since Todd took a job in Las Vegas running a hospital out here. So I go back and forth all the time. When I'm in Las Vegas, I try to be present with Erika and really learn from her. And I feel like I'm so much more aware of a lot of things about yourself. And sometimes that's hard when you're like, whoa, I didn't realize that I'm not good at self-regulation myself or different things, you know. It's not even, and Erika brings forward so many things for me, but in a very loving way. And I just feel really so much gratitude to her, and such a extra blessing today that you guys are going to get to have the person I feel when I first day I met her, I felt like she took me in as an individual and she understood what was going on without me even saying anything. That's her gift. She feels people, and then she's a healer. And so I feel like, you know, for all of us, what a beautiful thing to have Erika here, to feel the community that we are right now in this place, on this lunch and learn with her, and just get a little bit of healing together. And just know, if you look at over the last 20 years, I can count on, I think, one hand how many people I've met that I've brought to Autism Tree that really kind of have that gift, and it presents in different ways, but they go out and they're very much healing. I don't know if any of you remember Andreas Amador, but a lot of you have experienced doing Earthscape with him. And so I hope, you know, if any of you come to Las Vegas, I will definitely want you to meet Erika. She's my number one. And I just want to say, Erika, I love you. And I'm so thankful to have you here today. And I'm so grateful. And I'm giving you the floor for the rest of the lunch and learn.
Dana, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you in your space, your shared community. Dana to me is an earth angel. Rebecca, the same. All of us come together as one, under the sun as brothers and sisters. And what we connect with is how we're able to be present, how we're able to react, and how we're able to be resilient. So I hope in this session today, you're able to take what I like to call power tools to be able to feel empowered in situations where you may feel you don't have the will, you don't have the control, and be able to take pause and hold space for yourself, because we're not perfect, we're just people. And I'd like to start. If you would like to participate, I'd love you to participate. We're going to be doing what I like to call So it's just as it sounds. It's MMM. So it's meditation, movement, and massage. To give you just a soft, brief background, I've worked with insurance companies for major hotel groups. I've helped regulate not only just the community itself, but also people in the workforce, people going through trauma, people going through all different situations. I'm trauma recovery yoga certified. I'm a medical massage practitioner, licensed massage therapist, and I've been teaching yoga now about 22 years. So I hope some of the tools that I've needed along the way, because nobody's perfect, will help you. So as we start, I'm just going to bring my hands together and say namaste. Namaste means the light in me honors the light in you. And I truly honor the light in this community because we get by with a little help from our friends. But when the people going through similar things that we may be going through shed their stories, shed their light, shed their emotions, frustrations, it makes us feel not alone. And I want you to know you're not alone. So again, I'm Erika. I'm here just to be a teacher, but I'm a student for life. So please move in your body as you feel you would need. And there's no mandatory RSVPs. So if something feels funny, you can opt in or opt out. I'm just glad you're here. So for the parents, for caregivers, our bodies can feel exhausted. Our bodies can feel as if we're constantly giving, just like Mother Earth gives. She gives abundantly, and sometimes we don't give back to Mother Earth, right? But Mother Earth still stays serving. So I like to think a lot of you are like Mother Earth. You give because you love, you give because you have abundance, because you can. And even sometimes when you don't have the energy. So what I want you to do is, if you can, take your hands, shake them off, believe in your magic. Just a little Tai Chi, we're shaking water from the hands. And you're making the energy that maybe needs to release tangible. You're letting go. Take a nice self-regulatory breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. Now we're going to take the hands out and away. And we're going to bring the hands close together, but not to touch. And then we're going to bring the hands out. And exhale the hands in. One more. Now I want you to feel that light you hold. Make it tangible. Move or mobilize the hands as if they're magnetized. Believe in your magic. And then as if you could just shed light through the body, to the body, all around the body. Take the arms up. And then exhale, bring the arms down around you. Maybe once more, inhale. Bringing the left hand on the heart, the right on the belly. We're not going to force the breath, we're going to follow the breath. The stress receptors are in the chest. The calming receptors are in the belly. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you have heightened breath and you find yourself breathing through the chest, I challenge you, bring your hand to your heart. Feel the heartbeat. Exhale, soften the belly. And then as if you could fill the belly up with breath like a balloon. Exhale, cleansing breath out the mouth. And taking 3 more breaths, close the eyes. Exhale. Cleansing breath in the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Relax now, let your arms rest any way that feels good. And then continue just to let the Buddha belly breathe. Let your belly expand and contract. And allow your shoulders to relax away from your ears. Take a moment. We're going to focus on what we call Ujjayi breath or victorious breath. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Continue the breath. Filling the belly. Keep it going. And it's almost May the 4th, so it's a little bit of a Darth Vader breath. Inhale. Good. That's calming for the nervous system. It helps relax the spine and relaxes us into what they call parasympathetic mode. The parasympathetic nervous system, when it's triggered and it's resilient, we're able to rest and digest. So go back to either of those breathing techniques at any time. And I'm going to show you one more breath. It's called box breath. So it's just like it sounds. It's like 4 sides of a cube. We take a breath to inhale. As we inhale, we take the breath in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, retain the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale the breath out. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way out. 2, 3, 4. And you don't have to use the hand, but think about it. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out. 2, 3, 4. All the way out. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. All the way out. 2, 3, 4. And rest. So breath is a wonderful catalyst to take us into a state where we're able to react with the right person showing up. So if you're ever taxed, you feel a moment, distress, trauma, loss of control, I challenge you to take 3 deep breaths. Any sequence I've just shown, take a moment for yourself. You're worth it. We can't give from an empty cup, and I'm sure you know that. But fill yourself up with light. When we breathe in yoga, we call it pranayama. It means life force. So literally, we're giving ourselves life force. And how can we give life and energy to something if we're not giving to ourselves? It's not selfish, it's self-care. So from these techniques, put them in your back pocket, the power tools. You'll have them when you need them. The next section is the section. So we start with movement. Because when we come to a practice, we come to do anything. Sometimes we're holding energy. And again, it may not even be ours. It may be residually our loved ones. It may be the lady at the supermarket that we ran into. It could be any bit of occasion. But what you have responsibility for is how you show up and your energy. So I want us to connect to positive energy. So to do this, I'd like to start by taking your arms. We're going to root them up to the sky. So we're rooting our hips. If you're sitting in a chair, we're lengthening the arms to the sky. I want you to look up to clear the blues. As you exhale, turn the palms down toward the ground. Exhale, letting go. Again, arms forward or out around you. And then exhale, push that stuff down. It's already served its purpose. One more breath. Good. Take a breath, roll the shoulders back. We're going to incorporate a little bit of the part of massage by teaching you it is a meridian point. So this is Eastern philosophy. It's called the gallbladder 21 point. They also call this the descender of Qi. So it's Jianjing, and it literally takes negative energy out of the body. It is so potent of a massage point that it's not indicated for anyone who may be pregnant because it can descend and make the pelvic floor relax. So if you're in that space, maybe opt out, maybe watch this one. But to find this point, again, gallbladder 21, GB21, we're going to trace the lines straight up from the chest to this space, the acromion head. This is where a lot of neck muscles insert. So our trapezius, our levator scapula, these are our shoulder shrugging muscles. So I don't know if I have to tell you, when these fire up, we feel it. We could be behind the car, we could be holding a bag, we could be holding our loved one, whatever it is. When we hold here, sometimes we forget to shake it off. So to palpate this space, we're going straight from the tops of the chest, the acromion head. You can literally just drop your forearms and just roll the tissue with a kneading motion. Or one of my favorites, after taking a few of these little kneading motions, is holding a sustained compression. So this is like trigger point therapy or acupressure. So like acupuncture, but without the needles. We take the fingertips, we cross the arms, we push the fingertips straight down into the belly of that muscle, and then draw the other arm across, and then exhale and hold. And you can just breathe naturally. This is just sending negative Qi. If you can ever do this while standing, you can think about your feet sending negative Qi or Qi in excess to the earth. Our feet, when they seal to the earth, in Sanskrit, they call it parabanda. So our feet sealing to the earth. When our feet seal to the earth, we release negative Qi out the feet. Our hands have what they call asta. Asta bandha is literally offering and receiving mudra. So our hands are conduits of love. We give with our hands. We cook with our hands. We take care of people we love with our hands, including us. So take a few moments. Maybe there's a limbic rock. Maybe you need to feel held. I want you to take care of yourself. Put all that love back into yourself that you give so freely, like Mother Earth, to others. And inhale and exhale. Take care of yourself. And take a few more breaths. And then release the arms. I hope you feel a little lighter just even from that. But just in case, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. If you have the space, roll shoulders, elbows, and then wrists. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists. You're like a butterfly. One more. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Good. Open heart. Now we hold a lot of tension in our face because we go through things, right? We have to emote, we express. I'm going to give you some techniques for 60-second shiatsu. So if you can, one more time, believe in your magic, warm those palms up. We're going to take your thumbs. If you have a tabletop, you can use a tabletop to rest your elbows and forearms. We're going to be mostly using the thumbs and pointer fingers, so our peaceful guns. We're going to take our hands, we're going to take the thumbs, we're going to open the thumbs just apart, and we're going to find either the orbital ridge of the eye, where the eyebrow connects to the eye socket, or the third eye, the Ajna Mudra between the brows, or this marma point up here, where the skull connects to the scalp. So for here, we're going to hold. In traditional, this would be 60-second shiatsu. You could hold each of these points for up to 60 seconds. What we're going to do is we're going to take a few breaths. We'll take about 8 breaths in each move. So after about 8 breaths, just bring your head back up to this position, or you can even just watch. So taking the thumbs, before we go there, rub your palms together again, believe in your magic. If you still have a little bit of funky energy, shake it off. We all can shake things off like Taylor Swift. And then bring your hands together again, believe in your magic. Take your thumbs, again, orbital ridge of the eye, third eye, Ajna Mudra, intuitive center, or marma point. Finding and following your breath. Inhale and exhale. Relax the face, free from expression. One or two more breaths and return to neutral. And release the arms. Now, each of these moves, you can transition quite easily. So we're going to take the palms back together. If we were going to trace from this position, we would take the pointer fingers and spread, and it's not by accident, they match the temples. So the fontanelles, this is pretty thin skin. You don't want to push in. You want to think like you're pushing into just butter. So as you're here, just roll soft tissue forward, roll soft tissue back. We'll just take 4 breaths. And again, release. Again, you can do these all for up to 60 seconds and just enjoy where it takes you. Relax in the eyes, hopefully a little more in the crown. Now, if we were to trace the face from that position, it's going to feel a little funny, but I'm with you. I'm doing it too. We have the thumbs coming again from the orbital ridge to temples. When you drop your thumbs, there's a divot in the cheek, and it's right in the side. These are your masticators. So you're going to take your thumbs where your jaw hinges. If you were to open that space, these hold tension. We hold a lot of tension in our jaw, either from reaction, sometimes not saying something, folding, biting our tongue before speaking. And that's sometimes a good thing too, but it can cause tension. So we can take the thumbs into that space, take the fingertips, and just slowly draw circles into that space where the jaw hinges, and just soft circles. You may feel a little click. You might start to even feel a little bit of lymph. If you do, take a breath and swallow, clearing any energy. Good. And maybe 1 or 2 more breaths. Good. The last point, we'll just go right into the thumbs. They're going to come right underneath the chin. And we're going to open up the fingertips and just relax the jaw, let the head be heavy, the face be relaxed. And just let yourself be a little more neutral. We're always on. Give yourself permission to relax. And then peacefully taking your fingertips, we're going to trace the lines of the scalp and just gently brush back all the way around the ears. And this is stimulating a little bit of lymph flow. And we're going to trace that down the sides without pushing into any of our arteries. We have carotid arteries here. And then brush toward the chest. We're going to find these bones here, the clavicles, and I want you just to massage those points. This helps to drain a little bit of the lymph. And then bring your hands to your heart. Last pose, or last little release here for the massage. We're going to take the ears. You have so many acupressure points in your ears. Just want you to freestyle a little bit. Play with the ears. And it can look a little funny, but it's okay. Be yourself. And just enjoy it. Let it feel good. You remember how we swept things off? Sweep it off. You remember GB 21? Take that point. One or two more breaths. Good. And then release. If you need to change up how you're sitting in any way, take a moment, self-regulate. Okay, it's all about self-regulation today. We're going to Qigong tap our body. So it's just moving energy. So anything that might be stagnant, maybe you need to be broken up. I want you to make soft little fists And we're just going to tap the soft tissue. We're not going to tap the inside of the arm ever. There's artery points. We just want to tap the shoulders and then sweep it down. Do the other side, tap, tap, tap. And sweep it off. And you can do the little sweeps as much as you can or as much as you'd like. Self-regulate, sweep maybe the back, sweep through the heart, sweep through the crown. Take care of yourself. Shake out the hands again. Taylor Swift it up. And then hopefully you're feeling lighter just even from that. Give yourself a moment. Let's take a moment to pause, go back to the breath. Ujjayi breath, perhaps in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe you need a cleansing breath out the mouth. Hold space for however you're existing in this moment. Now, coming back to the body, external awareness of the body, going in for some movement. Take your arms back to the sky. I used to teach yoga at your desk workshops for Caesar's Entertainment for a lot of the executives. And I used to go to the properties and I'd go twice a week to the national headquarters to teach this. And I think this helps us the most. So if you do have a chair, you can use the sides of your chair. You can use the armrests of your chair. You can also just sit like how I am on the earth. We're going to take the arms up and exhale. We're going to take the left hand over to the right knee or to the outside of the armrest or to the side of the chair. Sit up tall in the posterior muscles and then exhale, take a twist. Now, as you're here, go not to the furthest edge, find about 40%. And what's more interesting here is finding yourself a little more upright. While we twist, enjoy this. Stay here. I'm going to give you a little view of where I'm at. The wind is quite abundant. Use your breath like the wind. Exhale, clear away. And then slowly, let's keep the twist. Look over the front shoulder, return to center, root rise, arms up. And exhale, remember that veil of light? Veil that light down. Good. Take another breath, arms root rise up. Exhale, twist other side. Sitting up tall. Exhale, twist. Inhaling and exhaling. As we twist, we're also massaging the kidneys. And they say that's where we hold fear. So if you're experiencing that in any way, let the fear go. Don't let the fear control you. Physical fear, fear of unknown. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Keep the twist, look forward over your front shoulder. Bring your arms back to center, root rise. Exhale, bring that energy over you. Good. Now, if you are in a chair and you have a chair back, I'm going to encourage you to sit to the front third of your chair. So you might need to wiggle, find that space. If you're sitting on the floor, sit up nice and tall. We're going to take your arms like two little railroad ties that stay parallel. We're going to shoot the arms back, whether you're reaching for the base of your chair, the back of a chair, or reaching to the ground. Feel the heart open, and I want you to lift the eyes, look up toward the sky. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Feel the heart open. Now, if this feels good, tilt the chin to the sky for the last 3, 2, 1. Exhale, draw the chin down around the core back, and then hands to the front of your thighs. If you're sitting forward on the front third of your chair, maybe scoot the sit bones back, sitting centered in your chair, and just seated camel. We're going to press the heart forward and back. We're starting to move the spine, so we're affecting the nervous system. We're letting things go. We're softening. So hands on your thighs, maybe on the sides of your chair. And then Kundalini grind. We're going to draw soft circles. And we're letting things rise. We're moving organic, so don't panic. And then reverse the circles. And then take any direction that feels good. We're going to take about 20 seconds to allow us to get back to center. And you can move in a way that may feel funny. I like to encourage moving in a way where you're getting a really good yawn. So where you're really getting a good stretch. Move in any little way to find yourself back to center, finding your resilience. Again, self-regulate. If you need to switch your seat, take a moment, shake anything out, self-regulate. Finding ourselves square. We're going to take a variation of Tadasana, which is mountain pose. So bring your palms into your center. Mountain pose or Tadasana. I want you to feel like a mountain because you're strong like one, or like maybe you've already conquered one today. And then feel yourself grounding. Feel a soft sway, but feel your resiliency. Urdhva Hastasana. Arms overhead. Squeezing the biceps around the ears. We're going to take a breath. If it's in your wheelhouse and this feels okay, bend the elbows back, support the crown, interlace the fingertips without pressing the head forward or back. No hot dog folds behind the neck. Open the heart and lift the brow to the sky and exhale. As you inhale, we'll peel the elbows forward without putting pressure on the neck. Inhale and exhale. And take one more. Release the arms to the sides. I'm also certified by NASM as a corrective exercise specialist. So all these moves are also built to help us find our center, not only energetically through the yoga philosophy, but also physically. So sit your body up nice and tall, see where you're at, see if there's a shift. Good. Take a moment now. I want you to interlace your fingertips. So we're going to interlace your fingertips, rub them together. We're going to take the fingertips, tap just the fingertips. If you watch The Simpsons, it always reminds me of Mr. Burns. But we're brewing positive things here. We're not like Mr. Burns. Now, from here, we're going to bring the thumbs and the pinkies together. We're creating what they call lotus mudra. Because sometimes they feel like the most beautiful flowers grow in the most unexpected places. At least here in the desert, they do. And we're the same. We can root and we can rise from any situation, through adversity, through physical challenges, through anything that makes us feel blocked. So as we hold this sacred mudra, as we hold this seal, I want you to place it in front of your heart. Take a moment, close the eyes. And through a soft meditation, I want you just to imagine this lotus blossom that's in front of your heart. as full and abundant as it could be. The leaves are glistening in the light. The sunshine is resilient and helping it grow. Maybe there's dewdrops on the leaves or petals. And now, so selflessly as caregivers, as people just doing our best to show up the best we can, I want you to imagine you have so much good going on right now. And all the things that you show up for, all the people you love, all the things that you support, organizations like Autism Tree that you connect to, the friends you have, the connections. I want you to imagine each petal of this lotus blossom is something you give to. And imagine tangibly you're giving away those petals. It can be even physical. You can even actually physically pull those petals out. Or slowly see yourself giving to family, friends, organizations, your communities, anything you give your love to, your fur babies, whatever it is, give it away. And I want you to give it away so abundantly that all you're left with is literally the soma, the nectar, the center of this beautiful lotus. I want you to feel that you have so much abundance to give. And just know and acknowledge now that you're still full, even though you give so selflessly. Taking a breath, I want you to take your hands back together. Again, coming back to Mr. Burns. Tapping the fingertips. Lotus Mudra again. This time, arms up overhead. And now, closing the eyes, I want you to imagine every single petal that you just gave away coming back to you. Everything you give so selflessly away from the love in your heart, coming back. The energy, the dedication, the organization it takes to take care of yourselves, your loved ones, starting to let the arms drop down, crossing your body, and bringing it back to your heart. Is there a color associated with your flower? Is there an energy? Feel how beautiful you are as that lotus blossom. It's in giving that we receive. Closing the palms together and honoring who you are. Coming full circle in this practice. Again, the light in me honors the light in each one of you. Namaste. Oh, I appreciate all of you. I have no clock right now. We're in a spa casino. There's no clocks in casinos. Oh, Dana, thank you so much for allowing me to be here today. I know we have some questions, perhaps. I'll do my best.
Yes, I'd love to open it up. Oh, thank you, Erika. Oh my gosh. I needed that today. I'm sure a lot of
Oh, thank you, sisters. Thank you. You're earth angels. So I appreciate you.
Joy said thank you. That was great. Yes, and thank you so much. I'm reading anything in the chat. If anybody would like to unmute themselves, you're welcome to. She says, I felt rejuvenated. Thank you. Colette said thank you as well.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
What do the colors mean if you did see a color with the lotus?
Well, depending on the color, if you believe in chakras or the spectrum of light, you know, when you see the spectrum of light and it graduates from like a brilliant red to an omnipresence, almost like a purple, it can correlate with a chakra, which we would call an energy center. And chakra in Sanskrit just means wheel. So basically it's an energy. Did you see a particular color? I'm curious.
I saw green and then a little bit of pink.
Oh gosh. Okay. So green is the heart chakra.
Oh,
Oh. And pink would correlate closest with red, which would be the root, which is the grounding chakra. So Muladhara, Mula means root, and support is Dhara. So root support, and Anahata means unstruck or unstuck. So,
beautiful. Beautiful. Because I was having actually I had some heart flutters this morning and it kind of scared me, and I'm seeing the doctor this afternoon. So I am really grateful for this. Thank you.
thank you for sharing your light.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love it. I think if anybody else wants to share the colors that they were imagining, what
Love
about yellow, Erica? What is that?
Yellow closely correlates to second and third chakra. So sacral plexus, which is a creative center, and the third, which is your solar plexus, your willpower center. So what you're passionate about and what drives you. That makes sense.
Joy
It's a
said,
lot.
Joy said purple.
Purple is crown chakra. So that is the highest point of enlightenment. So when we look at ourselves in that space, sometimes when we're over accessing, sometimes we're overthinkers when it's out, right? And I think we all suffer from that, right? If that's the case, that was where we can have imbalance and we might see purple. But also it can mean we've come to a space in life where we're kind of drawing into acceptance. And in that space, there's beauty because we've grown from something. So I hope that helps.
I just want to say thank you, Erica. It was so nice to release our problems away. My name is Josefina Ring, and I'm having problems with this thing. I couldn't mute myself or chat, but just want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. It helps, and I'm going to save this video and watch it over and over to do it daily.
Oh, I love that. I love that for you. And seek out any path or any door that serves you, that soothes you, sister. You know, there's lots out there, but I'm glad that you're feeling good. More of that.
Thank you.
We love you, Josefina.
Yeah, miss you, Josefina.
Awesome. Karen said, Erica, thank you for being such a dear friend to our Dana and sharing your love with all of us.
It's pleasure's all mine. More of that in the world. Thank you.
And if anybody else has any questions that they want to follow up with Erica, how can we find you?
I am all over the place, but I am technically here in Vegas. You can find me most prominently probably on IG. I go by Soul Sister, and it's not Soul Sister, Go Sister, it's SOL Sister. So it's like this sun. So Soul, it's SOL_sister, and it's SISTER, because it could be sister with me, but it's sister. So Soul_sister, and Soul Flow Yoga, spelled the same way, SOL Flow Yoga. And I'm here and I'm around. And if you're ever in Vegas, I expect to see you guys show up, or at least just, surprise me.
We'll put a link because we send this the Lunch and Learn out, and we'll put a link to your how to get a hold of you.
Absolutely. I'd love that. This is such a pleasure to connect. You guys are doing the work and showing up for these lunch and learns. Not only just establishing them, Rebecca and Dana, that's such a great resource for your community, but you guys showing up to do the work, it means something. And I hope you have power tools to feel resilient, to be your best self, and to self-regulate. And yes, stay strong.
Thank you, Erika.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy, you guys. This was a beautiful day. Thank you, Erika, and thank you everyone who came today.
Anything for you, Dana? Love you.
Love you too.